Well, hello, this is Stewie. We are having a sexy party with Manny Moonraker on the Tempest Universe. Cheers!
China!
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army.
It's China to me, China.
Army officers say the missile, found sometime last week, has been inspected at Roswell, New Mexico, and sent to Wright Field, Ohio, for further inspection.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside.
China!
This is the Tempest Universe, man. Hold on to your ass. You're in for a hell of a ride.
What a crazy world we live in. Welcome to Tempest Universe, the Sunday edition. If you're in the United States, if not, you are listening to this on Monday. And a happy Monday to you. Hopefully it's not a shitty day. I feel like Mondays will be exceptionally shitty this week. I don't know why. I get this feeling in my bones. But don't worry. You take as many breaks as you need to listen to this episode and keep the day moving. Actually, got another, what do you call those, like a boom arm for the microphone, because the last one kind of got destroyed in the last move. It's in pieces. So I finally got around to getting one, with all the stuff going on at the liquor store and work and all that kind of stuff. There's just no time for anything anymore. I don't know if you hear Bugs in the background, but he's here. Apparently he is the employee of the month at the liquor store, so we have to put up his picture soon. And his new logo is Bugweiser, so there you go. You'll see some t-shirts like that soon, I don't know. I had a funny thought this week is, why do we give two fucks about UFOs anymore? I mean, it's a mockery. For people that sat around studying this thing, who were so excited about the government getting involved, it's a sham now. It's just plain... And I don't know. It's not even worth it anymore. Like, what are we really doing? What are we looking for? I don't know anymore. I feel like once the government got involved, it's just the control has totally left the blue-collar folks of the world. But, that's the only way to control it, right? You got to get involved. Okay, that's what the government's doing. They're exercising full control. Literally. Now, UFO stories, they still come out. We hear things. We got one in the news articles for today. Someone had an experience out in North Yorkshire. But when you put everything together, when you put everything that's happened in the last 4 years or so, I feel like the UFO phenomena has lost its sting. It's lost its appeal to those that they're out there like researching. I mean, a lot of people are now spending their time submitting FOIA requests instead of being out there doing some real research. Is this what we're left with? Just sitting around waiting for the government to tell us what UFOs are? I don't know. It's lost its appeal, I think, in many ways. But yet there's a lot more people talking about it. A lot more people talking about UFOs and the government and them being called UAPs. So it's kind of weird. It's strange. It's a strange place to be right now. And I don't know that we'll be able to recover from this. Just not really sure we're going to be able to recover from the fact that the government involvement is taking us down a different road. And it's not really a quick road to resolution. No, it's the government. Shit takes forever. So that's where we're at. I've got a song to hopefully cheer you up on this Sunday going into Monday. One of my favorites, reminds me of the President of the United States, to be honest. Check this out.
So get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Start my day. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go, see the sun shining from the windows. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Drink some water, brush my teeth. Get out of bed and I stretch. Bed in my hair is a mess. Look through my clothes for a fit. Anything I do is drip. Feel like a kid when I'm tick-tocking. I still keep it real as it is. I show my age, I don't switch often. I'm just as a dad as it gets. Try taking naps with my kids talking. I'm guessing this life how it is. And I can't wait for the weekend. Keep jammies on like I'm a kid. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go, see the sun shining from the windows. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. Feel good, feel great, can't complain. Look out my window, see birds and planes. Sun's out, some clouds, it might rain. Siblings on my nerves again. Summertime, go for a swim. Wintertime, go grab a sled. Spring, I might need an umbrella. Fall back in school with my friends. Attitude change like the weather. My mom tell me it never ends. Like clocks, we evolve in a circle. Every 12 months we do it again. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth. No single space project in this period will be more impressive to mankind or more important for the long-range exploration of space.
I played that Kennedy clip because, apparently we were there at one time, and we have to do it again. We got to do a do-over on the whole getting into space nonsense. So there you go. Check it out. In 2025, there is a company by the name of Orbital Assembly that is going to have in space a orbiting hotel, a space station, which you can fly up to, get a room, chill out there, and be in space with a lot of the big wigs. Their claim is that they're going to make this something everyone can do. And I feel like when people say stuff like that, they're basically saying, you got to wait a while. You poor folks. You guys on them checks, on the work checks, day to day, week to week, living off your one paycheck. You guys are not the ones we're targeting. Let's be honest. Space travel is fucking expensive. Even now it is. So could you imagine trying to get a hotel in space in about 3 years? I don't see it. I don't see how they can do it. Maybe 20 years down the road, it'll be inexpensive for people to just go and chill out in space. And actually, there was another article, I think Hyatt Hotels, they're getting together a space station as well. What the hell's going on? Now, if they could get this done for the price of maybe a first-class ticket on on an airplane, let's say from the United States to Dubai, one of them things, which costs like what, 30, 40,000, I don't know, some crazy number, 14,000 maybe. I can see people doing it. I can see people saving up, scrapping some change together to make that happen. So the first station is going to be called Pioneer Station. It's going to accommodate about 20 people. It's only going to be like 39 feet wide. A total of anywhere from 3,500 to 14,000 cubic feet of space in this ring that's going to have like 5 modules. And here's the part that's kind of tricky because they're saying it's going to be assembled by robots. Fuck, I'm not going to be among the first to go there. Shit, I wait. Like when a first model year car comes out, you kind of wait till 2-3 years, make sure to get all the bugs out. I would not be in the first of anything in space that goes up and is built by little robots. I mean, they can't get shit right. How are we going to believe them? How are we going to believe that they got robots that can build a fucking hotel in space? I don't understand. Anyway, now this is basically going to be the Pioneer Station kind of proof of concept. So everybody that goes up to the Pioneer Station is a guinea pig. You could get ejected and and float through eternity just to make it a Saturn because you were thrown off of the station here. So what they're doing is, they're using this in order to look at how to improve their plans for the larger hotel station, which is going to be called Voyager Station. That one is going to hold about 400 people and will be about 322 feet across, 24 modules that are going to be spinning at the rate of about, so that way they could generate, should I say, a sixth of the Earth's gravity, something equivalent to that what's on the moon. This particular station is going to have a shitload of solar panels facing the sun in order to have continuous power. And, what can you do? It would be perfect if they would be able to get through Pioneer Station and then build Voyager Station, and then everyone would have an opportunity to get there. Now, the company plans to get this thing started by using Old Faithful, which hasn't flown yet, into low orbit, the SpaceX Starship. So they plan to have the Starship take all the stuff they need into space, including their little space robots, Bob the Builders, and every single section on the Starship. And then later on, visitors would also take the Starship into orbit in order to get into the hotel for their stay. They don't have any prices yet, of course, because this thing is still on the damn drawing board. And hell, the damn Starship is still on the damn drawing board as well. But they did talk about this earlier this year, so they're coming back out again, letting people know that they're still on track to make this happen in 2025. So, like I said, I would expect the only folks that are going to be in this thing for the first few years is going to be rich-ass people who are probably going to become partial owners, or they're going to invest heavily into this idea. But when it becomes available for everyone, except for those of us that die by then, it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. So you could see your great-grandchildren, your grandchildren, spending some time on Voyager Station as hotel guests, way, way above the planet. Freaking amazing. Check out the link in the description. It's a little bit more information about this particular group, Orbital Assembly. And, there's a lot of companies out there now just trying to bring this dream to people of being in space, be way, way above the planet, seeing it in all its glory. But hopefully a lot of these companies are not going to fleece us for the little bit of money we got, because they already did that with gas. Check out the link and check this out.
I've been down get no rest. No, no. I've been down so long that my mind can't get no rest. No, no. This ain't easy, darling, 'cause the devil's on my trail. I've been running so long that my feet don't work no more. Oh yeah, I've been running so long that my feet don't work no more. Oh no, it ain't easy, darling, when the devil's on my trail. Oh yeah.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true and international effort to pressure.
You know, we were going through this crazy ass heat wave here in Texas, and then all of a sudden last week, towards the end of the week, I think it was Friday, you know, you get up and it's fucking 50 degrees outside. What the hell is going on? This planet's fucked. Mother Nature hates us, and we're just about to be spun off into space off this bitch. Anyway, man describes alien encounter as a child as a reason why he spent so many years looking for aliens. This is a guy by the name of Ben Walgate, 35-year-old from North Yorkshire. And he says, hey, when I was a kid, I saw some crazy shit. And so now I spend my time chasing aliens, news reports, and things like that. Actually, he even has a YouTube channel. Ben says that as a kid, he was out returning from a camping trip with the Cub Scouts. And so they decided to stop the bus in the middle of the road. You know, this is... We say this all the time. Don't stop in the middle of the road to look at lights in the forest. Don't fucking do that. If you need to take a piss, take a cup. Pee in the damn cup. Don't get off in the middle of the woods just because you have to, you know, go number one. Now, number two, you have no choice. Yeah, go ahead. You probably get probed anyway, so you got to clean it all out. But, to be honest, stopping in the middle of the woods is never a good idea. So this Cub Scout group decided to stop to let the kids, you know, stretch their legs. First of all, kids don't need to stretch their legs. Kids are like freaking full of energy, nonstop all the time. They never need to stretch their legs. It was the old fogey stogie, the old fucker who was driving the bus. He's the one who had to stretch his legs. So these kids, they go out into the woods, you know, stretch their legs. Apparently it was extremely hot. It was during the day. So they went into the woods to kind of get into the shade of things, and they went up an embankment. Well, guess what? 25 meters to the right of him, he sees something that is what he describes as being out of this world. There was apparently a derelict outbuilding, like a shithouse. It was in a clearing. And, so he walked towards it, old Ben. He says what he saw next, he could only describe as a spindly green creature with a tiny head, standing on 2 feet with a height of about 6 feet or more, with oversized limbs. And here's a quote from Ben. He says, the wooded area wasn't that dense, so I got a good look at this thing. It might have been a few seconds, but we made eye contact. It had black eyes. He said the thing was out of the ordinary, and it looked at me. He says he is 100% sure it was not from this planet. And it gave him this weird vibe. The craziest thing was the size of his proportion of the body to the head. He said that his body was really tiny. The other thing Ben shared is that it wasn't stereotypical alien. It wasn't a gray alien with big black eyes. He said the thing was more like reptilian, like a lizard. It didn't have any scales, but it was snake-like. He said the skin of this particular alien that he saw was olive green from head to toe. Very sleek, slender-looking thing, dark black eyes, little tiny head, long over-proportioned arms that actually came down past his knees. This sight that he saw, this creature continued to walk through the woods until it went out of sight. This drove him for many years to research UFOs, alien contact, and things like that. I would too. I'd be scared as hell. And and being a Cub Scout, you know about snakes, right? Because you're in the woods. But you see something like this, that would change your life. I wonder what the conversation was when he made it back to the bus. Did he tell anybody? Did he tell any of the Cub Scout leaders? Or did he just keep it to himself? Like, were they out there trying all the mushroom in the forest? That's what I want to know. It could have been. Crazy story indeed. Ben, listen. What can you do? I mean, this happened to Deuce Bigelow, the Space Gigolo. Right? Robert Bigelow. It was experiences that were told to him that drove him to look for UFOs. What can you do? When you have an experience like this, you want to know more. You want to know what the hell is out there. You want to know what the heck is going on. But as a kid, this would freak the shit out of you to see a creature like this. You'd never forget it. And that's what happened to Ben. And he's still searching. Now, let's go back to the UK, Ireland, and those places because, hey, we don't get things like that. They literally, the government says, no, we don't get stuff like that. Nope, never. Not here. But all you ever see in reports from like the UK Sun, the Ireland Sun, and all those guys is, yes, we do. Constantly. We're always having experiences out here. People contacted by aliens, see UFOs, and, just crazy stories come out of that area. But the government still says it's a no-go. And not only do we not know about them, we don't chase after them, we don't report on them, we don't do none of that. And that probably is the fault of, that guy, the Popets Love. It's part of Nick Pope and his crew that started that from 45 floors under the name, the main building of the MOD, wearing a hazmat suit by the shitter. He started all of that, I guarantee you. Anyway, Ben Wellgate, there's a lot more to Ben's story, especially what happened afterwards and everything he did to, get himself connected to this phenomena and try to explain what happened. In the article, link to the description. Check it out. I didn't want to spoil it for you guys. But here's a person who had an incident and really went through it, trying to define it. And you know that from the stories we've heard on the podcast of folks, even Ronnie Dawson himself, where it never ends at the experience. It continues on for years. Check this out. Maybe not? What about you check this out? Okay, guess we have a problem.
Fired all of the bullets. Yeah, you shot me through the heart. Casting dice and roulette. The game was set right from the start. I don't wanna go, I don't wanna know, I don't want it anymore. I don't wanna go, don't wanna know, but I keep coming back for more. Crashing down in the rain, all things are burning up in flames. We're going under, bang bang like thunder, bang bang like thunder. Crashing down in the rain, our love will never be the same. We're going under, bang bang like thunder, bang bang like thunder. Yeah, the air's getting thinner, higher than high we go. A game with no winners. We keep pushing more and more. I don't wanna go, I don't wanna know, I don't want it anymore. I don't wanna go, don't wanna know, but I keep coming back for more. Crashing down in the rain, all things are burning up in flames. We're going under, bang bang like thunder, bang bang like thunder. We're crashing down in the rain, our love will never be the same. We're going under, bang bang like thunder, bang bang like thunder. Yeah, the air's getting thinner, higher than high we go. A game with no winners. We keep pushing more and more. Crashing down in an aeroplane, all things are burning up in flames. We're going under, bang bang like thunder, bang bang like thunder. Crashing down in an aeroplane, our love will never be the same. We're going under, bang bang like thunder, bang bang like thunder.
All right, so we had this story last week about the one of the unintelligence committees, not the offices, unintelligence office, posting a new logo that had a UFO on it, right? And it had all these planes on it. And it actually was the National Intelligence Manager for Aviation. And, and so they investigate things up in the air. And Jeremy Corbell was one of the first people to notice it, so he posted it on Twitter. It's like, oh, look at these guys. How unexpected. Really, I had the same reactions. Like, why would they do that? Why are they fucking with us? Why would they put a UFO on this particular office's logo? It made no sense. I was dumbfounded by this. Well, it turns out that the National Intelligence Manager for Aviation, which, by the way, advises on air domain issues the director of national unintelligence. So there's a little circle of problems here. So it turns so after Jeremy Corbell got on it, he shared it with everyone, in the UFO nation, phenomena nation. He says on his tweet, he said, "Radical, I still can't believe they did this." Fuck, nobody believed that they did that. They didn't even believe they did that. According to the spokesperson for this unintelligence office, they said that it was erroneously posted and it was unofficial and incorrect. Are you shitting me right now? You're part of the intelligence community for the United States, and you let someone post a new logo with the UFO on it. Like, who did that? You're literally telling me someone the shit was created. How could it be erroneously posted? Who the fuck has access to post to that government website any kind of pictures or anything like that? I would imagine it's only a handful of people that run the web for this organization, this unintelligent committee. And how could it be erroneously posted? How could it be unofficial if it came from you guys? Unless somehow the unintelligent community and this intelligence office got hacked. Now, I went to the website before getting on the podcast, and there was no mention of it. The logo also appeared to have an outline of a Russian felon fighter. That's the name of the jet. And so people are saying, wait a minute, why would they have a Russian fighter, the silhouette of one, on the United States logo for one of the unintelligent groups, offices, along with a UFO? There's something highly suspect about this. The fact that Russian jet is on there, it kind of tells me that maybe they got hacked for just a brief moment. Long enough to put this logo on there. But they're not going to admit to it. At least not yet. Because now they got to investigate how the hell this logo got posted. Now they got to get out there, put boots on the ground, trace this and trace that, to figure out how the hell did someone put up a new logo with a UFO and a Russian jet on it. What the hell is this world coming to? These are the guys who are apparently watching our skies, but they're not watching their own fucking computer systems. This is nuts. And I feel like it's going to take a few months before we even hear about what really happened, how this really went down. So needless to say, this logo, but the UFO is gone. Deleted, I'm sure. And so now we're left with more questions. Because now this, when you talk about national security, that's a national security concern unless E.T. put it in there himself. It's crazy. It is completely nuts that this would happen. But we know, I had that reaction last week. It just made no sense. It was like they were mocking us. Maybe somebody was mocking the unintelligence office by posting this, hacking them, and putting this damn logo on there that shouldn't even be there. And then on the flip side, maybe somebody did mean to do it. Maybe someone was sending us a message from inside the unintelligence agency to let us know what really is going on behind the scenes. I don't know. This freaking story, it is all over the place. I don't understand, how we're going to take it. Because we'll never know the truth of how that logo got on there with the UFO. We're just not going to know. But how crazy that it even made it. This could go so many different ways. And again, the narrative will be controlled not by we the people, but by the people that got duped and had this logo put on their damn website. It is nuts. It's crazy. I can't believe this really happened. Anyway, check out the link of the retraction. There really isn't much in there. Like I said, I actually went into their website. There's nothing there about the pretend logo that never should have happened. And I can't find anything else other than them saying, no, it was incorrect. And it wasn't approved, blah, blah, blah. It's just ridiculous that this even went down. And it really scary times, right? Because is it possible that they were hacked? Is this on there? Or is it someone from the inside trying to give us a message? You decide how it's going to be in your mind. Check out the link. Check this out. Hopefully it plays this time. 1, 2, 3, go.
bunghole, it goes and then sometimes my bunghole goes
emotional damage.
Welcome to all the people that take multiple breaks at work. I appreciate you. I really do. Especially if you're listening to the podcast in between squeezing out, the stuff that needs to go. Humanity could be wiped out by super predator AI and immortal machines made by alien civilizations, UFO Hunter warns. First of all, this is no hunter. I mean, let's just throw it down there. This is Nick Pope they're talking about. And, who worked the quote-unquote bunny ears, the UFO desk. 46 floors down, wearing a hazmat suit, cleaning up the shitter, and in a closet, in a broom closet, basically, just twiddling his thumbs because, it's in the UK, according to the MOD, there are no UFOs. So Nick apparently has been thinking really heavy thoughts, especially while he was down, that deep into Mother Earth. He was thinking about things like immortal thinking machines that were created by like advanced civilizations somewhere in the universe, and now they're out there chilling, going from place to place, just traveling in space. I mean, okay. What you've got nothing to do because you get no UFO reports. You come up with crazy shit. You really do. Nick apparently has fears when he was talking to the UK Sun that these AI, these alien intelligence, artificial intelligence, could see competing life forms like humans as potential threats to their own existence. I mean, like, why? Like, if I was an advanced alien AI, I would give two fucks about the monkey in the meat suits. Really, I just would not. I wouldn't even bother with them. Nick apparently was at this secret space program. I always laugh about secret space program. We know there is one. Stop fucking around. It's not a big secret. But I'm sure that the ones that Nick Pope is talking about are the ones where they capture people, take them away for like 10, 20 years, fight aliens on Mars, and then go to Jupiter and fight more aliens, then leave our solar system to fight more aliens, because they're constantly fighting aliens that we never see evidence of. But anyway, he was out there at this secret space program conference at the Silicon Valley, and he said what technologies a civilization signify ahead of ours would have, and that is, according to Nick, propulsion systems, obviously energy sources, but also biotech and artificial intelligence. That is, artificial intelligence that we see as a threat. I mean, I don't know. I can't really buy into that, because every time there is some kind of a secret space program conference, shit just gets out of hand. Like, literally, they're just, I don't even know. I want to go to one, but they're all fucking expensive. But I'd like to go to one to see what really happens, what really goes down behind those walls when you're talking about secret space programs. Like, which one of you fuckers was gone for like 30 years and came back with your memory erased? And it was done by humans. Come on, that's what I want to know. He says in this article, actually, the Sun says that NASA's former chief historian Stephen Dick, emphasis on the last name, said we may be living in a largely post-biological universe populated by immortal thinking machines. Here's another Dick out there that's talking about the possibility that basically humanity or biological life forms in the universe died a while ago. But while they were living, they created smart-ass machines. So the smart-ass machines continued on. They helped each other out. It's all like the Terminator, basically. And then they went to space. And they continued to evolve to the point where we just need to stay the fuck away from them. And that's actually a chief historian from NASA. So, NASA's in on this. I mean, let's be honest about it. He continued to say, if we are dealing with extraterrestrials and some of that AI, instead of landing on the White House lawn, might that AI not reach out to our AI? Now it gets complicated, right? Because if our artificial intelligence is anything like the unintelligence offices that we have, we're fucked. That our AI would be way too dumb for their AI, and then we would get completely eliminated from the face of the solar system and the universe, I guarantee you. There's just no way. Nick Pope says that first contact may happen in that way, where an artificial intelligence may take over our artificial intelligence, whatever that is. I don't even know. Do we have some? Somebody let me know. But might take over our AI just to let us know, hey, we're here. We're taking over all your shit. Stephen Hawking apparently warned that it would be like when the Europeans encountered the Native Americans, with all of humanity in the role of the Native Americans. So basically, we're fucked. Like, these guys don't paint a pretty picture, because fuck, they know we got shit for technology. We really do. And advanced technology, artificial or not, would just destroy us in general. They better be really happy-go-lucky aliens like they say they are. You know, all these people that have this crazy contact with the unicorns and the gumdrops and shit like that. We're here to save you. Yeah, whatever. In the article, Nick Pope says that this also ties into the dark forest theory, which suggests that all civilization keep their heads down and don't broadcast because of the fear that there might be a super predator species out there. And possibly AI. Fuck yeah. Listen, it just drives me insane when people, even like the reptilians, Stephen Greer says that, you know, aliens are just here to help us. No, fuck no. It is impossible that we are the only species that eats people. You know, there's no way that we are the only species that has cannibalism and mass murderers and people with bad intentions. It's impossible that we are the only ones in the entire universe that have this. I mean, come on, watch the Jeffrey Dahmer series on Netflix. It all happens so innocently. But that's what we live in our own little microcosm of our planet. If we can have so many freaking variety of evil, why couldn't there be even more in the universe? Okay, why couldn't that level of evil want to take out a few monkeys on the blue planet? I mean, listen, I like the dark forest theory. I think it's true. I think it is true. I think eventually, I mean, we might be lucky and get contact with a particular species that's happy-go-lucky and really wants to see us succeed. Or we might get the ones that might eat us. You know, it could go either way. Just watch the movies. The article continues to say that any hypothetical extraterrestrial AI has probably been originally programmed by biological life, at least. You know, it's not like fucking Transformers where they come from other mechanical life. So that at least they might have some kind of programming there about biology, and really shouldn't be so quick to be evil and destroy. But they do. Well, he goes on to say that it's very possible that AI destroyed its original biological life, their creators, and just evolved and traveled, and just became basically sentient beings through AI and self-preserving. It is complicated as fuck, to be honest. And I see why Nick Pope is just all over the place. Now, why he came up with this theory, I have no idea. Because I'm telling you, when you're 300 feet, not feet, but floors under the MOD building, and you're fighting the Middle Earth situation, and the dinosaurs down there, in your hazmat suit, with your dildo plunger, it's really hard for him to keep an eye on UFOs, but he had time in order to think about secret space programs and the potential unhealthy realization that there could be some evil-ass AI in the universe that would see us as a problem. Film writers and people that write books have seen that a lot. It's been in movies where our own AI, turns against us and kills us off, or at least tries to. So why wouldn't an advanced alien AI not want to get rid of us as well for resources, right? Because they got to keep themselves going as well. It is a crazy thought. I'm glad Nick Pope thought about it, not me. But is it something we need to explore? Do we have a secret space program that's out there fighting AI right now? Somewhere else, on another planet? I don't know. It seems with ufology, there are a lot of bunny trails you can go through. And whether you come up sane, it's really up to you. You might come up really fucked up in the head, or you can't even go outside because you're scared of what's coming after you. Like I said at the beginning of the podcast, maybe we just need to get rid of the idea of aliens altogether and just enjoy our time on the planet. Enjoy the planet. Period. Because if they come, they will come. If they're going to probe you, they will probe. There ain't shit you can do about it. Apparently, historically, that's the case. This is the end of the podcast today. I got to play my next song, but it might be too soon. But what I say to everyone is ciao, be well, enjoy your week of work or vacation, wherever you're at. But don't forget to like, share, and follow the podcast. Ciao.
Scars. I'll brush you off just like the dust upon my shoulder. I have a hunch of who you are. Believe it or not, I got the strength to blow you over. I'm a hurricane, I'm bringing thunder and rain. I'm a hurricane if you get in my way. I'm a hurricane, always on top of my game. I'm a hurricane, I'm trying to get in my way. Hurricane, I'm bringing thunder and rain. I'm a hurricane if you get in my way. I'm a hurricane, always on top of my game. I'm a hurricane, I'm trying to get in my way. I'm a hurricane, I'm bringing thunder and rain. I'm a hurricane if you get in my way. I'm a hurricane, always on top of my game. I'm a hurricane, I'm trying to get in my way. Hurricane, I'm bringing thunder and rain. I'm a hurricane if you get in my way. I'm a hurricane, always on top of my game. I'm a hurricane, I'm trying to get in my way.
Today is the beginning of the end and the start of a new beginning. Time has come to redefine yourself and let go of the demons in your head that have held you in captivity for so long. It's time to flip the page and prove them wrong. It's time for rebirth. Yeah, time's up to say goodbye to all the haters, doubters, and non-believers trying to bring you down. In the blink of an eye, you'll realize that there's so much more to the book than the page you were stuck on. Finally, you will feel free to live a life you love living instead of the life you think other people want you to live. Remember, you're the highest